Greetings, everyone in YouTube land. Hunting season is literally about 3 weeks away. And today I have a new product that I just bought at the sports store. This is called the Primos Terminator Elk Bugle. And it says the bugles with blue reeds. I saw a couple of reviews online. They said that this was a pretty good bugle to get. I got an elk diaphragm mouth call earlier, a couple of months ago. I didn't put a video up for it. I'm a novice with that, and hunting season is right around the corner. So I personally don't feel like I have enough time to get proficient with that call and go into the woods and actually try to fool an elk. So some people online suggested this one, saying that it's pretty easy to use for a beginner. So I went ahead and gambled with this, and hopefully I can get this to make some decent elk sounds. So I'm going to pull this out of the package today for you and check it out. Maybe blow a couple of calls on it and see if this novice can get this thing to actually work. Alright, so it's in this plastic blister pack, of course, like everything else on the planet. Pull this open. Okay, so here we have the bugle itself, which is hard plastic all the way through. It's ribbed. I can feel that it's ribbed through there, so it's sort of flexible. If you're doing your calls, I guess you can aim it in different direction, but it's plastic, hard plastic all the way through. And it has a reed on it here. You can see it's, I'm going to just pull it off and see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the reed. It looks like a thick rubber band around the edge and very, very thin on the inside, with the actual reed part. So try to stick that back on. You can see that there's a little bit of a lip right here where it fits snugly on there. Try to get that back on without tearing it, damaging it. Gotta rotate it to make sure that it's lined up with the hole in the plastic part, the hard plastic part, and then this needs to be right over top of it right there. So it's got a cap, looks like, that'll go on top of the call, on the mouthpiece. Little retention piece of plastic there. It's kind of rubberish rubber. It's got a little hole right here. Let's see if I can have the camera pick that up. Right, it's got a little loop, hard plastic loop right there, that it looks like you're going to be able to put a piece of rope or string through as a lanyard, and that's actually what's in here in the product itself. Other pieces with it. Looks like a real thin paracord here. You'd be able to put that through that hole right in there, tie it, and I guess hang it on around your neck as you're walking through the woods, so it's handy, so you can grab it and bugle. It's also got an extra reed in the package, so if the other one becomes damaged or you lose it, you've got an extra. Okay, so that's about it. It's got this camouflaged piece of fabric over top of it, I guess, so that the black doesn't stand out, because nothing screams "I don't belong here" more than black in a forest. There's practically no black in a forest, so you got to cover it with some camouflage. Now, it doesn't feel as if you could collapse this call. It's just, it is that size. It's pretty long. It's 2.5 to 3 feet long, and it's going to stay that size. So it's going to have to just hang on your neck or put it in your pack or whatever, however you want to do it. Now, as I said before, I am a novice. Never blown this call before, so, and I wasn't very good with the diaphragm call that went in my mouth. So, I like I said before, I got this because some people said it's pretty easy to make a call on it. So right now I'm going to grab my reading glasses because I have old eyes. Okay, so I have my reading glasses out. I have old eyes. The writing on here is pretty tiny. So let me just read a little bit here from the Primos Terminator Elk system. Lip placement of blue snap-on reed. The reed snaps onto the call with perfect tension. When placed on the call, a dip or dimple should be on the center front edge of the reed. Now, when I held it up there, I hope you can see that. Can you see that little dimple right there? That's supposed to be right on the top there, like it is. Okay. And this, it says for lip placement, this call requires very little air pressure, so don't blow too hard. Place your lower lip in the hole, which would be this hole right here, and rest your upper lip on the rim or against the top of the call. Lightly blow air into the call so the air passes between the reed and your lower lip. You should immediately make a sound. Experiment with different lip and air pressures to control pitch and tone. Remember, no two elk sound exactly alike, but their pitch, rhythm, and sequence will be similar. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to hear me blowing on a call, you can go ahead and leave now and spare yourselves the agony of hearing me blow on a call. But I'm going to try it because I am a novice. I want to see how well I can get some sounds coming out of this. Okay, here we go. Okay, not too bad for my first tries on this call. Now it says there are different bowl sounds you can get, obviously, as you well know. There are growls, bugles, a growl and a bugle, a chuckle, glunking, and it also says there are cow and calf sounds here. So I'm going to try a couple of things here. It says for a growl, blow air while making the sound for 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, let's try that. Something like that. Okay. For the bugle, obviously, it says press your lower lip against the reed, blow harder while pressing your lip harder each time you want to produce a higher note. It should last about 3 seconds. Now, if you want to put the growl and bugle together, blow the sound for 1 or 2 seconds, then quit saying and continue blowing while slightly increasing the pressure of your lower lip against the reed to achieve higher notes. Bugle should last about 3 seconds. So, as you well know, if you've ever heard of someone who's doing a great bull call or an actual bull elk, they do start low and transition smoothly up to a high note, and then nice transition back down to a low note. And that's the difficulty of trying to do it, is to get that gradual up and then down again and have it be nice and smooth. So I'm going to try low and move into that and see what I can do here. Kind of ran out of air there. Not bad. It's going to take some practice, but not bad for, pulling a call out and trying it for a couple of minutes. Chuckle. Any pressure to the reed. Apply pressure to the reed using your tongue or lower lip. Be sure the air is sealed around the outside of the call. Hold your tongue or lower lip against the reed, build up air pressure, and pull your tongue or lip away rapidly while saying wah, W-H-A-A. Bull elk will chuckle once, twice, or as many as 10 times in a row. All right, then. I'm not sure if that's exactly right, but I'll try that some more and try to get more proficient with that. Now this is interesting. Glunking, usually made by herd bulls, to produce this call by taking the end of the elk hose and popping it 5 to 10 times with the middle 3 fingers of your hand. If you can hear a bull making this sound, you are very close. Many times this is the last sound needed to convince a bull you are a bull who is trying to steal his cows. So, if I read that correctly and understand, it's this part of the call, and we hit it with these 3 fingers here. So let's try that. Or do I hold it down here? I don't know. That's weird. I've never heard that sound. I've never heard of glunking before, so I'll have to do some research on that. Now, there are also cow and calf sounds. Place your lip on the end of the call as described above in the lip placement section. Blow air into the call and imagine you are trying to form the sound E-O. The E is high, and the high note of the call, and the call tapers to a lone ooh. Ew. Okay, so the way I'm doing that is I'm kind of covering the hole with my lip first to make that high-pitched sound, so just very little amount of air, so my lip is like right over it. And then I just kind of slide my lip off of it down, so you go to a lower note. That's basically the opposite of trying to be a bull and going from low to high. But anyways. Now I do have a cow call, and that's basically what it sounds like. So, but that'll take some more work. There are some other cow and calf songs on here, but I think I've tortured you enough so far. Obviously going to have to work with this to get proficient with it. But anyways, I think I'm making some decent sounds out of it right out of the box. Obviously going to work with this for a couple of weeks before I get in the woods and try it out. But again, this is the Primos Terminator Elk Bugle. Comes with extra reed, comes with the lanyard, end cap to go over and protect the mouth part of the call. Again, thanks for watching. Happy hunting. See you later.